Back, everybody. We're celebrating summer on today's show. It's here and gone, unfortunately, before you know it. So you got to really soak it all in. And Michelle's here for from Lamer's Dairy. Good morning. Great to see you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You bet. We are going to take the fresh, gorgeous. These look almost artificial. They look so beautiful. They're amazing.
It's that time of year.
Oh, I love
fresh
it.
Berries.
Oh my gosh. These are fresh raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries are all wonderful. And they're even better with a little whipped cream and maybe a little white chocolate. So tell us about this recipe.
Well, this is a really easy recipe, and it's kind of a master recipe that you can use with any fresh summer berries. And basically it's called a fool, and it's a dessert that dates back to the 17th century in England. And basically what we're going to do is, it's whipped cream and berries, but our twist is some white chocolate in it. So it'll be a white chocolate raspberry fool.
Oh my gosh, that sounds fantastic. Okay, so let's get started.
Great. We're going to start with putting our Lamer's Dairy heavy whipping cream in our bowl and whip that up, and we're going to whip it about halfway and then add some powdered sugar and vanilla.
And this is the best heavy cream. Tell us a little bit about Lamer's, and you know, that's a really fun thing to do in the summer, is take the kids out, see, they can watch through the observation window and see how it's all done, milk, and yeah, tell us about the business.
Well, we're a 100-year-old dairy, and it's actually 101 this year, and family owned and operated, 5 generations of the Lamer's family. It's currently owned by and run by 4 of the brothers, and they wear multiple hats, including hairnets, because they're in the plant and then they're in the office. So they're very hands-on for the quality, and we have a cute little country store right attached to the dairy, so you can find a lot of our products in your grocery store and convenience store and drug stores, but also right at the dairy.
And wonderful in the summer, besides picking up your milk in glass bottles or your heavy cream or your half and half of your coffee, you guys do some lemonade.
Oh, we do regular and raspberry lemonade, and we have our soft serve ice cream that's made with our RBGH-free milk from local family farms. All of our milk comes from family farms within 20 miles of the dairy.
And boy, does it make a difference. Award-winning milk. You guys won first place.
Right, in the World Dairy Expo.
Wow,
so we're
that's
pretty
huge.
Excited about that.
You should be. Really, really cool. So, and you're really easy to find. It's the big red barn right off of 441 there.
Right, you go in the silo. It's either the Calumet or the which is the KK or CE exits off of 441.
It's a great thing, you know, to get the kids out of the house in the summer. They can actually see where milk comes from, not just the grocery store, and get a nice spring cone.
And watch the whole bottling process. It's a lot of fun, and have a cone while they're watching it.
I love that. It's really neat. Okay, so our cream is starting to kind of do its thing, and Lamer's cream whips up very quick as opposed to a lot of different the other whipping creams, and it's so rich and great. You notice when I was pouring it, so much richer than a lot of the other heavy creams that you can find.
Well, we can add the powdered sugar and the vanilla at this point, and we might want to put our chocolate chips on our kind of makeshift double boiler there to start melting.
Okay, I'll let you handle the cream.
Great, thank you.
And real careful. In fact, Michelle, I have to be honest, recently on the show I was melting chocolate chips and we just did it straight up in a saucepan, and I don't like doing it that way, and I really am nervous a little bit about doing it in the microwave. Best way to melt chocolate, especially I think white chocolate is even more picky, is water in a pan with a bowl over it that can take the heat, and you know, if you don't have a double boiler, this is the next best thing. And then it works every time.
Right, and you don't want to have the water touch the bottom of the bowl, because then it will get too hot, just like the saucepan.
So it is, you know, kind of a picky thing. You also don't want to get any water in the chocolates, but this is the way to do it every time. It just makes me so mad when I burn the chocolate, because it's pricey and you went through all the steps to do it. So that's why I usually shy away from doing it in the microwave.
Well, this is just about ready already. So as soon as our white chocolate is melted, we'll be ready to go. You don't want to actually overbeat it because you can curdle it. So this is a nice, beautiful, thick peaks is where we want that to go. That's great.
And our chocolate is just melting perfectly. The white chocolate chips, it was about a cup of white chocolate chips.
That's right. Alrighty, and as soon as that's ready to go in here, we'll put most all of that in there and add some of our whipped cream.
Okay.
Probably could have got that started a little bit sooner.
That's all right. This is perfect. Let me get a
But
spatula.
this is a great recipe. Oop, right here.
Oh, okay.
This is a great recipe for any, summer food. I'd actually want to try it with peaches.
Ooh.
I know when my husband tried this, he said, "Oh, this tastes like summer."
Oh, and
because it's light, like after, a grilled meal or something, just have
Sure.
something light. Actually, we'll put
Okay.
most of it in there.
Okay.
There we go. We can just leave a tiny bit that we can use for decoration if
Okay.
we want.
Okay.
And then we're going to add about a cup of this, and if you want to whisk that together, and you can see, it just mixes up really nicely. And then we'll add some of these, and if you kind of
want to kind of mash
crush
those a little bit? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Michelle, this is looking,
Oh,
I love
I know.
raspberries, I love white chocolate, and I love whipped cream. So
And
I'm pretty happy about
There
this.
you go, and it's
Okay.
hard not to taste it. And then we'll just add the rest of this in here, and if you want to just fold that gently.
bet,
I
you
think
bet.
you and I are both going to be full of whipped cream when we're
That's
done here.
that's okay. Now, I'm wondering about making this ahead. About how far advance can you do that?
Well, actually, the one I made here, I made 2 nights ago.
Really?
I wouldn't recommend normally leaving it, but our whipped cream holds up really well. But you can make it ahead certainly the night before, and then we'll just fold these in gently.
So
the
fold
rest
some
of
whole berries in.
Yeah, so we have a cup of them that we kind of mashed a little bit, and we're actually,
Wow.
that's it.
Oh, I love this.
And then you
love,
can
love, love.
put
Let
it
me
in
get a
a-
little scoop. That might help.
Yeah,
huh?
you could put it in a glass of your choosing if you want to do a little one. You could actually do these mini desserts, like if you were having a cocktail party or
Sure,
something.
sure. Like in little shot glasses. That's kind of very much on trend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's so pretty.
Oh, it is. And a lot of the chefs in the kitchen, don't be afraid to take a clean rag and just kind of wipe the edge. We're not all perfect, and before they send a plate out at a restaurant, that's what they do. They get right in there. They're not just like us. Okay.
Yeah, and then we can just decorate it with a couple of berries, and then I have a piece of white chocolate with vanilla bean that I
Ooh, should
found.
we kind of break that over it, or just stick it right
Sure,
in there?
whatever you want to do. It's really your imagination. And then we can actually even drizzle the raspberries if we want with some of the reserved white chocolate. We can either put it in a little Ziploc or a parchment cone. Should we show this little trick?
Sure.
Because if you don't have parchment at home, is that still nice and warm? Yeah, we'll just grab some of that.
Do a little
Stick
bit
it in
more.
the, sure.
So you don't even need a piping bag. Just,
No,
we all
because-
have these sandwich bags. Yep.
That's right, because we're not really going to decorate anything.
Wow. All of a sudden, fancy. It's like
Yeah.
something you'd see at a 5-star restaurant. Michelle, thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
You bet. Lamers Dairy. Again, where are you located?
We're in Appleton off of 441, either the CE or the KK exit, and we're on the frontage road. You can see us from the highway, but it's a little tricky to get in there behind Lowe's, and we're open Monday through Saturday.
And a website too. You can order.
That's right, lamersdairyinc.com.
All right. Thanks,
Great.
Michelle. Great
Thank
to see
you.
you. We'll put the recipe for this on the website. We'll be back. Stay with us.